So talk to us a little bit about being here in SunTrust Park. It's your first time here.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. I've been in the compound, but I've never been inside the stadium, so it's really exciting. I'm actually a kind of a closet Braves fan and have been for years, and would love to come and watch games. I have two daughters that are really young, so it kind of keeps me tied at the home a little bit, but I've heard so much about it that it's pretty awesome to get to see it firsthand. It's cool to get to see it the day before the show, so it's not, you know, like kind of rushed or whatever. You know, I get to just relax and do this for an hour. But
well, now tomorrow, what time you guys get in usually before a show?
I'll probably we're supposed to be here somewhere around 6, but I'll probably end up getting here closer to 12. That's just my own thing. I'll get up here early with my wife and my kids, kind of hang out and let them get this, you know, the kids like be a part of it. Then my wife will take them back home, and then I'll probably around 3 o'clock start warming up, going over the set list, going over stuff that, you know, maybe songs that we haven't played in a while. Anything that's kind of technically tough, I'll make sure that I can play it over and over and over. My rule of thumb is I generally, ever since I was in college going to school for music, if you can play something perfect like 5 times in a row, then that's kind of like the golden rule. So anything that I have like complicated things to do or whatever, I'll make sure that I can play it 5 times, and then after that I feel like, okay, I got this.
You feel safe.
So I'll kind of dust off, you know, all of the headspace, you know, and kind of get in the right place, and then the band will get together. We do this thing called vocal warm-ups, and it's just the band, nobody else, and we hang out for probably an hour and a half, and go over the set list, sing a bunch of songs together, cut up, everybody kind of like, you know, starts unifying, and then I'll break off about 20 minutes before we play and go and stretch and kind of, you know, me personally get my head right. I jump a lot for some reason to get blood flowing, because when I don't want to walk out like flat-footed, I kind of want to like, you know, do this thing. I used to do the same thing when I wrestled in high school, so for some reason it's my thing, you know. Tony Robbins does it too. Not comparing myself to Tony Robbins, but I've seen him before he goes out, like he jumps on this weird little trampoline. I haven't elevated to where I'm quite taking a trampoline around where I go, but I'm also not Tony Robbins. But anyway, yeah, and then we get out here and just like, you know, go for it. No holds barred.
And this is a giant stage you guys have here, and you know, I know you have a different setup when you do amphitheaters. So what's it like coming out on this stage versus one of those?
There's this odd thing that happens with baseball stadiums to where, in theory, you would think that you'd be slightly disconnected to the audience. But because of the nostalgia of baseball and the relaxation that comes along with baseball, there's this real like get in your seat, there's enough space for everybody, so it's not like crowded and people are a little bit annoyed by the fact that everything is so kind of intense. There's a little bit more room to breathe, kind of, if you will, and so that kind of creates a certain atmosphere among the audience. And somehow or another, we turn these things into giant bars, you know, and there's this really super connected thing, because I was worried that when we started doing these kind of venues that we were going to lose this kind of connection. It would just be us up on stage playing to nobody, but there would be 30,000 people there, you know, that feeling. But it's really not like that at all. I mean, it's like there's so much interaction with the crowd, and it's such on a grand level, you know, to where if I run out there with a guitar and I'm solo and I stop and I just do like this and everybody goes, ah, you know, you're like, whoa, that just happened, you know. So yeah, it's really intimate actually. We play some football stadiums and they have had that feeling of a little bit of a disconnect. But the baseball stadiums, I think it has something to do with the iconic nature of America and baseball being the American sport and everybody being kind of chill. You know?
And maybe also just the design of a baseball stadium, which is sort of a half moon.
Yeah, it's kind of theater-esque.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Cool.
Giant theater-esque.
Well, we will see you guys tomorrow night.
Oh, cool. Awesome.